So welcome, Dragnet. How are you? This is going to trigger G-Man so bad. You realize that?
This is a Southeast production.
It's all about Christ. He's coming back soon. But before he returns, I'll just judge your goals. You got the audacity to talk about learning. I speak for us Christians.
And we think you're boring.
Drag met me once for a couple of hours. He thinks he's an expert on how I shower. His followers are lost. They believe every word. Drag lies so much, even his truth is absurd. So learn this lesson from back in your youth. You'll never stop us Christians from preaching the truth. Review this quote here, YouTube troll. Sabella sold out. Satan controls her soul. She plays both sides with demonic precision. You're not preaching the cross. You're causing division. School is for learning, not to boast in your heart. You're so dumb you make Shanny look smart.
Ah! Talking about my wife.
You can't rock with me, you're not even close. Your odds would be better if you had the Holy Ghost. You say I can't rap and I ain't got no flow. I'm a born-again Christian trying to save you trolls. You're a once-upon-a-timer who would sell out your mama. You're an unavoidable rat who can't handle the drama. So put on your shirt, stop looking so hideous. Drag, you're a joke, nobody takes you serious. You're not a good guy and you're evil to the core. Only the blood of Jesus can save that you whore. Stop the persecution, get rid of evolution. We got the solution, it's the Christian revolution. The Lion of Judah will return real soon. He's gonna light a fire to burn the dragoons. You two Christians are hated today because we read our Bibles and we do what it said. All right. Hope everybody enjoyed that opening. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. Let me make sure you guys can hear me on YouTube. Hope everybody enjoyed that opening. Hello, everybody. Welcome. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. Good. You guys can hear me. Good. All right. Again, guys, welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And today, I'm going to be talking about an old topic. This is not necessarily about drag. I just decided to use that in the title of the video today. Not in the title, but in the intro, because I haven't used that or heard that rap in quite some time, at least on YouTube with you guys. So I figured, why not? Let's just use that. I didn't feel like downloading it, putting it on StreamYard and all that other stuff and whatnot, although I may do that in the future. Since I got 2 or 3 other raps I'm going to be putting up on here. Atheist on 4 I'm doing. I'm working on Atheist Pwned. And I already finished that Lubis and Todd rap. And I'll be putting that up here when I'm ready. I'm not going to do it when he wants me to do it. I'll do it when I'm ready. And when I got time and when I can put the energy I want into it. When I'm up for it. I've never seen 2 people more in a hurry of getting their minds the way those guys are. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Everybody, welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And today, I want to talk about how a lot of these reaction people live in the land of make-believe. Okay? Before we even get into that, I want to remind you that the majority, not all of them, but the vast majority of them, I would say about 99% of them, are atheists. Okay? These are people that will tell anybody who will listen to them that they only believe things based on evidence. It's not based on what we think or our faith or anything like that. It's based on evidence. This is what they say. They say they believe things that you can actually prove, that is demonstrable, that is empirical. They believe things that can be proven without a reasonable doubt. Now, I've shown for the last few months on here that that's nothing but a bunch of la and a bunch of garbage. That's not true. Okay. Atheists take things on faith just like the rest of us do. All they need to do is have one of their heroes say something, and they'll believe it and they will run with it. They will not do any research. I don't know what it is about these last days that we're living in, but a lot of people are against doing research. A lot of people think because a person has a YouTube channel and they say something, it automatically makes it true. You know what I mean? A lot of these reaction people will tell you that they're skeptics. I don't believe that. I've never believed that these people were skeptics. I believe that they pretend to be skeptical towards God. But as far as being skeptical about every claim that they hear, that's just not the case. And we'll get into the reasons why when we go into my, what we're going to be talking about today. So I wasn't going to do a video today. I was going to just prepare for what I was going to do for the G-Man channel for this weekend or whatever. But I got a lot more free time on my hands now because they cut my hours at my job, and I will not be working as often as I'm used to for the next month and some change or whatever. Because, like I said, they're cutting my hours. I had to let some people know some bad news today. Because when they cut my hours, then that means I'm not going to have the money I'm used to having. Give me a second here, guys. I got to plug in my laptop. Give me 1 sec. So I got to unplug this one. Cool. I don't want to make a mistake and unplug my internet. Yeah, so they cut my hours, so I'm not going to be working as much as I'm used to. And I'm used to working a lot. I'm a working man. You ever meet me in person? I'm talking about the people who really meet me in person, not just for a couple hours. I'm talking about people who spend significant amount of time around me. You'll know. I spend a lot of my time working. I don't care if it's working for peanuts. If I think I can make some money doing something, I'm going to do it. That's just who I am as a person. I am one of these people who don't like people who think money grows on trees. I'm not one of these people that are fans of people who put other people down when they don't have no money, because I grew up very poor. I know what it's like not to have anything. And it's just part of my character to not follow the example of teasing people who don't have anything. It's not even that it's not right. I'm just trying to imagine back in the 80s or early 90s when I didn't have anything. And people, would say something like that to me or to my family members or to my neighbors or whatever. I grew up in a very poor neighborhood in Jersey City, on Fulton Avenue. And like I said, I got a soft spot when it comes to seeing people struggle. Not just who I am. All right. But thing I want to talk about today is that these reaction channels on here, they always tell you guys that they do their research and they look things up and they talk about how they have all this information. You know what I mean? And I'm going to use myself as an example because I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but if you go to Twitch, I was asked not to talk about certain people on this YouTube channel no more. So I'm not going to. So when it's open season on those guys, I don't want them telling me to start defending them or anything like that or talking about them or anything like that because I'm not. I'm just going to let them be. I'm just going to let open season happen until they learn, some things or whatever. But anyway, these reaction channels, particularly, who started all this, by the way? I think it was started off with Drag, and then BGTV ran with it, then Miss Parker ran with it, and now Burnt Toast is talking about it. All these people on here has got this idea in their head because I had a dream that G-Man is somehow LGBTQ. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. And I plan on, once again, adding this to the long list of videos that I have on this channel to prove that the reaction community is nothing but a bunch of hypocrites, that they're lying and that they don't do any research. Now, I'm going to give everybody who's watching the opportunity to do their research. When you do your research, you're going to find out how stupid a lot of these people sound and look here on social media when they talk about these things. Because like I said, there's a lot of gullible people out there that believe what they hear on here and whatnot, and they want to claim that they're skeptics later. That's why I I am insanely disrespectful to certain atheists on here who claim that they're smart when I know they're not. I'm insanely disrespectful on purpose, because I'm not going to respect people on here who say they're one thing and live another. I'm just not going to do it. You ain't going to get that out of me. But anyway, let's talk about this dream that I had. Now, again, in my dream, in a lot of my dreams for some reason, it's not just me. I'm not special. There's a lot of Christians on YouTube who have dreams where apparently they're left behind. And I think that the reason why a lot of us have these dreams on a psychological basis, I think, is because if you look at a lot of the Christian movies that exist, they all have to do with people being left behind. We rarely get a movie about Christians on the other side of the rapture. You know what I mean? Those who are in glory with Christ. Those videos exist. There are sermons that exist about that. But the majority of the time when we're talking about the entertainment, a lot of these movies deal with people who are left behind. So I had a dream that I was left behind. At least I think I was left behind, or the rapture didn't take place yet. It was one of the two, but that was neither here nor there. When I had this dream, a lot of things happened. I ended up going into a bathroom. There was a lot of cutscenes. I don't even remember the whole dream. I tried to find it on YouTube. I couldn't find it, but I couldn't even find it on my main channel. That was kind of weird. But it was the scene when I was in the bathroom and I was going to the bathroom and it looked like someone was behind me and they wanted to do something and I ran out the bathroom. Now let's talk about this here a minute, because this is the part where everybody keeps coming to this conclusion that G-Man's LGBTQ. Okay. And then we're going to get to Lubis and the things that he said and why I believe Lubis is wrong. As a matter of fact, it's not why I believe Lubis is wrong. Why Lubis is wrong. It's not why I believe it. It's why Lubis is wrong. But I was going to the bathroom, and then I fled out the bathroom. I ran out the bathroom because someone was behind me looking like he wanted to do something. I didn't stay there going, "Wow, this is exciting. This horrible thing that's going to happen to me is going to happen." No, that's not what happened. I felt like something that this guy or whatever was behind me or whatever was going to do something, and I left the bathroom. And the reaction community, who happen to be atheists, and I love telling people that they're atheists. I don't know if you guys ever notice about me when I do my videos. I love reminding people that these people are atheists, because it was these people that said that you could be good without God. That statement never left my mind when they made that statement. As you can see, Paula Gia is in this thumbnail that I got here, and right next to Paula Gia is Drag. It kind of tells you the different kind of atheists that are out there. You know what I mean? And they're on stakes, because Paula G is probably somebody on here who's taken a lot more seriously than Dragna. Dragna's just a straight up troll. It's a joke. Paula G is somebody who's actually taken seriously on here. You don't hear prominent atheists on here that are actually trying to promote positive atheism, that's trying to get atheism to look a certain kind of way, making stupid jokes like that. I mean, not making stupid jokes like the way these atheists are doing on here, saying that G-Man's LGBTQ. And this is how I know the reaction community didn't do any research about me. Okay. I would say about 2 years ago, I was accused of being homophobic. Now, remember now, according to them, I'm LGBTQ, right? According to these people. 2 years ago, I was homophobic. When I went on the Drunken Peasants, and a lot of you probably don't remember this, but I strongly recommend you go look at my conversation between myself, Ben, and Billy the Fridge, when we were talking about what would happen if I went on a date with a girl and I found out that there was a transgender. I want you to go take a look at how I answered that question. This community went crazy. Pimp Monk went off. The Drunken Peasants went off. A lot of these people who I refer to as the Dragoons went off on me because they didn't like what I said when I went on the Drunken Peasants. They felt like it was anti-LGBTQ, which it was, and they felt like I was being violent. But I meant every word that I said when I was on that show, and I mean every word. If people actually did their research and seen my body of work on how much I've spoken out against this particular topic, a lot of you would understand why I'm perplexed and stupefied by this community that claims that they're intelligent, going out there and trying to suggest that G-Man's LGBTQ. You see, in the atheist worldview, in the land of make-believe, you know, that land where God doesn't exist, science is all that in a bag of buffalo wings, in that land of make-believe, atheists are actually liked in the world and everything and whatnot. In this land of make-believe, they created this fictional world where they got G-Man as LGBTQ. Now, we talked about this video here, and I want to show everybody what I'm talking about on BGTV's channel, where he's fantasizing about me on there. He thought he was teasing me, but several people who are LGBTQ told me the exact opposite. They told me that he's actually fantasizing about me. I want to show you something here real quick. Let me find it. Let me show you something here real quick. This is a BGTV channel trailer for his channel. Hold on. All right, you can go to his YouTube channel and look up G-Man's Oddest Job. Go look on his YouTube channel and look up G-Man's Oddest Job. And that's the particular video where he is fantasizing about me. And it's not just him. Since I've been on YouTube, I would say for like the last 9 or 10 years, several of them that are part of that lifestyle has fantasized about me. And it ain't just me. I ain't nobody special. My God, there are other Christians on here that can tell you the same story. And we have to put these people in their place. And I mean, put them in their place. You know what I mean? Regarding this particular topic. You've never heard what I believe about the Old Testament. Regarding, as a matter of fact, I would say it's more controversial than when me speaking against speaking about the slavery issue. And this is how you know they haven't done their research. I had a debate with a guy called the Bedkeeper. You guys heard that a million times. You can go on Google, look up G-Man versus Brian, the Bedkeeper on Google, and you'll hear one of the most aggressive debates against a man who claimed that he was a Christian, saying, and this is what he believed. He believed that unless Christianity accept LGBTQ, you know, we accept it into the church, Christ can't return. You know what I mean? So you can find all of that on Google, and you can see for yourself that what they're saying on here is nonsense. Now, here's the problem that is being presented with this particular issue. I'm not talking about this on any prominent YouTube channel. I'm not even talking about it on mine. I'm doing on this YouTube channel where the majority of the subscribers on this YouTube channel are supporters of the people who are making these claims. People need to understand that the vast majority of the subscribers on this YouTube channel support the people making these claims. So you're not going to get an honest an opinion or a review from the audience that's watching this YouTube channel, nor are you going to get an honest opinion from the reaction channels. You're not going to get that. Tell me this. What was y'all opinion about me with Jade when Jade was alive? What was your opinion when I went after Jade? Because you do understand I'm going after Holy Spackle really, 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 really soon. And I'm talking as early as Monday. And she ain't the only one I'm going after. I would go after Miss Parker, but Miss Parker has no shame. So there's no point of going after Miss Parker. But I will be going after the Holy Spackle. I'm going to forget that these reaction idiots exist for a little while, like I'm very good at doing. And I'm going to start dealing with the Holy Spackle and start calling her into repentance over this issue. You can't say nothing negative about me because according to you guys, I practice a lifestyle. You know what I mean? I am in several Google Hangouts saying that it is unscientific and it goes against nature. But the reaction people on here who don't care about their reputations, who don't care about anything on here, who want to be considered intelligent, who are happy when they make $8 more than somebody making than somebody working at McDonald's, or making $1 less than somebody at Walmart, working cashier at Walmart. You know what I mean? That seems to be all they care about. They don't care about their integrity or their reputations on here. My reputation is just fine. The way I'm perceived today is the way I was perceived yesterday. I'm supposed to be perceived that way by non-believers. I'm not supposed to be loved and liked by you people. I'm supposed to be hated by you people. I'm doing my job by preaching the gospel of peace, the gospel of Jesus Christ, and absolutely destroying anybody part of the atheist community. Absolutely destroying them. proving to them that they know that God exists. They just suppress the truth and unrighteousness, showing them that evolution is a bedtime story for adults, showing them that you cannot be good without God. This is what I've been mainly preaching to the atheist community. And now I'm telling everybody that they're hypocrites. And you notice that no one's been able to hasn't been able to produce one video on the topic to debunk my claims that the reaction atheist community are nothing more than a bunch of hypocrites. Find the video. Show me the link. Share the link. Put it in the comment section where someone is showing how the reaction community are not hypocrites. See, to do that, that would require somebody to have education, to have know-how, to know how to speak, and to know how to defend what it is that they're doing, but they can't do it because I'm right about the things I'm saying. And if you're an atheist and you're sick and tired of being misrepresented, please understand that I feel your pain and I understand where you're coming from. You do understand you don't have to go through this, right? You can renounce atheism. You can admit what you already know, that God exists. You can confess the Lord Jesus Christ, and you can have eternal life. You don't have to follow their example. If they want to burn in hell, that's their business. That don't got to be you. And a lot of them, for some odd reason or whatever, don't believe that anybody hears this message. Y'all be surprised how many emails I get. All my emails ain't negative. I can assure you of that. All of my emails are not negative. Some people tell me I'm doing a good job. Keep doing what I'm doing. People are listening. And they will never be able to take that away from me because they know I'm telling the truth. All right. So this needs to be understood. Can we trust the interpretations of the reaction community? Can we trust their interpretations? Yes, they are reviewing these videos. They hear the words that's being said, but their interpretation of these videos is absolutely terrible. They are giving horrible takes on what they're listening to. It's almost like they hear what they want to hear and they're cherry picking. Let me ask the atheist community a question that's watching this, the people that are not part of the reaction community that may be curious about what they're looking at. Whether you're listening to it on this YouTube channel or somebody else's YouTube channel, let me ask you guys a question. Why did you become an atheist? What did you hate about religion? A lot of you are going to say that you didn't like people lying to you. I'm sorry. You're not going to like what I'm going to say in a minute. But I don't believe a word out of your mouth. Because how can you be mad at religious people lying to you and you're okay with atheists lying to you and making stuff up? How can you be okay with that? This is why you're not an atheist. You identify as an atheist. But what you are is a misotheist. You have a strong hatred for God and anybody who follows him. Or the person that we would call a fundamentalist Christian, if you want to get specific. And you're an anti-theist. You don't like people who believe in a God. That's who you are. So you have self-hatred because we all know that you believe in God. You hate people outside of yourself for believing in God. And then you hate God himself. It's a terrible mental disease that you have. You go out there and you talk about how people lie and they're terrible people, yet you yourself are listening to liars who are misinterpreting videos that they're listening to. Let me tell you something. There is not enough stuff on YouTube where a lawyer would even try to try to prosecute me on G-Man, you're definitely no, I'm not. Because if I was, I would get offended and start flagging these channels for hate speech. Obviously, I'm not those things, so I don't care. What they better hope is that somebody who's actually LGBTQ doesn't see that on their YouTube channels and don't decide to do something like that. Everything I said, they heard what they wanted to hear. They didn't hear a word that came out of my mouth. They heard what they wanted to hear. That's what these people are all about. And then what cracks me up is this. Not only are they misrepresenting our videos and making us say things that we're not saying and doing or whatever. Like, for example, I had somebody email me and tell me, "Hey, G-Man, the children was tested for Delta 8. Is it true? Because if it is, you're going to get in a lot of trouble." And I'm sitting there reading that mess, and I'm like, "What else is on the news?" I won't even respond to the stupidity that's coming out of their mouth. You know what I mean? But a lot of these people on here, they are insanely like they get together on Discord, sometimes on Skype, sometimes over the phone, and they just figure out how much they can make up about people, how they can twist the words around, and then get on YouTube and say it with a straight face like it's actually true. Like Dragnut actually believes I'm homeless. Dragnut believes I have no money. Dragnut believes I'm this pathetic person and whatnot, and that no one's ever made $29 an hour before. I want you guys to do me a favor and go look at how much roofers make. I want you to go look that up. Okay? I want you to go look that up. There are construction jobs that I do where I make $100 an hour. You want to know why nobody should care? Because there's somebody out there making $101 an hour. There's somebody out there making $200 an hour. There's somebody out there making $300 an hour. There's somebody out there making $10,000 a month. $25,000 a month. There are people that would be depressed if they made what Drag made or made what I sometimes make. Well, what I make sometimes. I don't make that all the time, by the way. I'm just saying. But there are people out there who would be depressed if they had our income. They would probably kill themselves if they made our income. But he gets on here and he brags about it. Look up how much a cashier makes at Walmart in Pennsylvania. $30 an hour. $30 an hour. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care what you guys heard on these other channels. The best advice I can give you people who are just listeners is to go to the source and find out whether or not what is being said is true. Because a lot of the stuff that you guys are hearing on these reaction channels is baloney. I showed up on Burnt Toast channel. I asked that girl a couple of questions, and I embarrassed her because she ain't have no proof of the things that she said. Period. I straight up embarrassed her. She can get on here and claim that she did this, that, and the other because she got so many of her supporters who agree with her already instead of actually being skeptical about what they're hearing or analytical about what they're hearing. Of course, they're going to agree with her. There are people declaring Lubis and Todd victors of a rap battle that never even happened yet. I didn't even release a rap yet. Yet these people are already declaring them victors. That's not skepticism. That's stupidity. That's hero worship. That's what that is. That's hero worship. When you worship the person that you look up to, and you believe they can do no wrong. You know what I mean? So again, I would be very skeptical, and I would question anything that they bring to you. You have to ask yourself when you're dealing with atheists who are known to be liars. I'm sorry if you're an atheist and you try your best to be as honest as possible, because I know you. I know you atheists. There are some of you out there who don't have nothing to do with these. That's why I put reaction channel atheists on there. I didn't put all atheists. I said reaction channel atheists, because I got a bone to pick with them. The rest of the atheist community, you already know where my disagreements lie with you. I don't got a problem going on Steve McCrae's YouTube channel. I don't got a problem going on the Drunken Peasants. I don't got a problem going to another atheist platform that has nothing to do with this with this morally depraved community. I don't have a problem with that. I got a problem talking to self-important people who don't do anything for anybody but themselves. I got a huge problem with that. These self-centered, selfish narcissists who just make stuff up because they live in the land of make-believe. They don't want to deal with reality. Do you know how many different times I've heard Drag, Miss Parker, BGTV, Burnt Toast, and any of them talk about how food prices are going up? I haven't heard none of them talk about the job situation in America. I haven't heard none of them talk about the global pandemic. Well, what was the global pandemic? Bill Gates talking about there's going to be another one. I haven't heard them talk about nothing that deals with reality. Everything that they talk about deals with the land of make-believe. They don't deal with reality. This man went to school to go get a science degree so he can brag to everybody that he got a full-time job that most of us got when we were 16 or 18 years old. Congratulations. Welcome to the real world. You did something that a lot of us did at 16 and 18 years old. I don't know why you're on YouTube bragging about it, making yourself look stupid. But like I said, a lot of the things that you guys hear these people talk about at the land of make believe, I'll never forget when the Geek Room had a supposed relative or somebody who'd been to my job or whatever on their channel. I think they called them I Talk New York. Talked about this before, and they came on the channel and they said that they came on here and they said, G-Man, I saw you in person. No, you didn't, because if you saw me in person, you wouldn't be following me, and you know if I would have saw you, I would have went upside your head the moment I found out who you are. I don't care what your occupation is. And like I said, there's only like a couple of people in the atheist community that knows I'm not talking out my behind. Go find Psychopath Atheist and go talk to him and see if I'm the type that plays those kind of games. I don't. I'm just cut from a different cloth. You know what I mean? I met him. Me and that guy got a lot in common, and we see the world very similarly, but not exactly the same. Although I definitely feel some of the things that he be saying. I definitely feel some of the things that he be saying. Me and him got to have some conversations about some of the things that we disagree with. And he actually saw it from my perspective, and I saw it from his perspective. Very good conversation when we met in person, and we wasn't on YouTube going back and forth. It's very interesting when you got to talk to the person face to face, as opposed to being a keyboard hero. I have never been outright disrespected by an atheist in my face, and it will never happen. Well, actually, hold on a minute. That's not necessarily true. Hold up. That's not necessarily true. There is one atheist who's not part of this community at all that I saw in downtown Newark, New Jersey, when I was dealing with the Hebrew Israelites, and he knew all about me, and he saw me down there, and he was saying all this stuff about me and everything. But me and his little brother or something like that ended up getting some Burger King or whatever, and we started discussing whether or not God existed or whatever. And I think he turned, and I got him to admit that he's not atheist, he's actually agnostic. A lot of these atheists on the street don't realize that I'm a YouTuber, and I've heard a lot of these arguments already. That's one of the things that I like about my experience on YouTube. I can take all of the things that I suffer and I go through here on YouTube, and when I meet these people in person, I know what to say, I know when to say it, and I know how to say it. And a lot of times you're not talking to an atheist no more. You're either talking to an agnostic that's going to become a theist, atheist is going to turn to an agnostic, but they never stay atheists when they deal with me. Not when it's time to have that talk. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the people outside of this community, not the people I met in person or whatever. But again, we got to start questioning the interpretations of these videos. Like I said, I've watched a couple of Burnt Toast's videos, and I just don't feel the need to respond to them, because I think that Burnt Toast is knowingly lying about what she's listening to and what she's dealing with. She's doing it on purpose to paint a certain reality to people that people want. Her audience need me to be all of those things. Dragnut's audience need me to be these things. But the problem is that if you ever meet me in person and you actually see the reality of the matter, like I said, you're gonna say what Indigo said. Man, I'm mad. They said you were 5'3". They said this about you. They said you were broke. They said this and they said that. They said this and they said. I said that's what you get for listening to everything. That's what you get for getting your information out the toilet. When you go to the toilet, you're going to get what's in the toilet. You're not going to get any useful information. Now, I said I was going to get to Lubis and what Lubis said. Lubis said, G-Man, they're just teasing you. This is what Lubis said on my YouTube channel. And now I believe that they paid Lubis to come in the room and say that, or they encouraged him to come in the room and say it. But I'm gonna tell you why it was stupid. Because yes, I believe part of it is they are teasing. But you want to know what? They're also trying to convince other people that what is being said is true. That is vitally important. Because when I enter a room and people start asking me questions about it, I said, where did you get this information from? Oh, this atheist said this. This person said this. I said, when did we start taking atheists seriously? In the theist world, that's what I can immediately say about you guys. Because I don't know if you guys notice or not, but the world ain't that crazy about atheists. We're just not. You know what I mean? Christians have a firm hatred for atheism. You know what I mean? And we know that atheists are liars. But when I'm dealing with another atheist and they say, oh, gee, man, I heard this, that, and the other, all I got to do is say two things. One of them is prove it. Well, you got, and then when they show me a video, I said, no, you listen to an atheist. That's an edited video you're looking at. That's not what I said, and that's not how I feel about the topic. Do you want to know? And then when I start laying in on them, they're going to start defending these people. I have all kinds of arguments how it's unscientific, it's not beneficial to society, the lifestyle, and we should make it illegal here in the United States. You don't even want to have a discussion with me about it. You will get your feelings hurt. All right? If you do, and you're part of that lifestyle. I'm just letting you know in advance. Okay? I left the topic alone for a while. They are the ones bringing this stuff up. They are the ones doing it. That's why I'm working on a new project next year, and I'm gonna have a whole ministry. I'm gonna try to make at least 1,000 videos on the topic of the LGBTQ issue and show why we need to ban it from the United States. So, and not just in the United States, and the Americas altogether. And I'm gonna try to get people that I know from Jamaica to participate in it because I know how they feel about it. I don't think you guys know about that. I know how people in Haiti feel about it. I know how people in the Caribbean in general feels about the topic. So I'm looking forward to launching that next year. January 1st will be the first podcast or radio show that I'm going to do on the topic. I want to see how long it lasts before I'm kicked off of it, but I'm definitely. And then one of the things we're going to talk about is these claims that people are making online about straight people. Now, I know a decent portion of you out there are bi. And I know a decent portion of you support the lifestyle. If not all of you. I don't. And it was up to me to be practicing Old Testament laws against them. You just don't know. And I would be the first one to pick up a stone. You just don't know. But again, we got to question the interpretations of these reaction people when they're looking at these videos, especially if you see them constantly receiving super chats. We got to look at how often they're talking about a particular person, the claims that they're making, whether or not they've given that person the opportunity to prove whether or not those claims are actually true. We got to look at all of that to determine whether or not these people are telling the truth or not. I'm not going to sit here and say that everything that Drag says on his channel is wrong, because that's not true. A very large percentage of what he says about me is not true. Drag doesn't know nothing about me, guys. I'm just keeping it real. All he knows is the things that I said on YouTube and a little bit of time that he met when he met me in person. The dude really don't know nothing about me. He really don't. And if he doesn't know nothing about me, imagine how little Miss Parker and BGT. I barely know anything about those people as far as like being YouTubers. Now, their personal lives, however, I've been gifted some information about them. But as far as like their YouTube careers and what BGTV was doing before you heard of me, I couldn't tell you. What Miss Parker was doing before she heard of me, I couldn't tell you. The Geek Room before they met me, the only thing I know is if you go to the oldest videos, they were talking about video games, and that was about it. And nobody cared what they thought. If you don't believe me, go look at the older videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I want to let you guys know, if you want to know when the reaction community is going to get a swift kick in the butt, when I put that intro on and you see reaction atheist community in the title, you know somebody's about to get owned on here. I'm just letting you guys know that. So again, I know somebody's probably sniping this on their YouTube channel, and that's all fine and well. I want as many people to see this as possible. My channel is not big. It's only like about what, 400. What was the last time? It was like 320 subscribers I got on this channel, I think. What I got? I got 300. How many subscribers do I got on this channel? I have oh wow. 430. Get out of here. The last time I checked, I thought I had like 320. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, I still don't got a lot of subscribers, but the fact that these bigger channels are actually promoting my channel, it actually helps, believe it or not, whether it be negative or positive. Doesn't make a difference. I'm gonna make that sniping thing work for me at the end of the day. So again, this is my advice for the reaction community, even though you're not going to take it. Why don't you join reality with the rest of us? Let me say this again. Why don't a lot of you join reality with the rest of us? You see, I don't live in a world where there's no God. I don't live in a world where $29 an hour is a lot of money. I don't live in a world where you got to brag about that every single day. I don't live in a world where straight people are LGBTQ. I don't live in a world where equivocation is law. I don't live in a world where many of these where bad people are good people. I just don't live in that world. I don't live in a world where girls who use a sponge as an icon or toast as an icon, like Burnt Toast does, and claims to be Christian and does everything that is anti-Christ on her YouTube channel, and then call herself Christian and thinks I'm going to accept that. Again, I would like to see Vecco's opinion about it one day. I would like for Vecco to look at her YouTube channel and tell me whether or not he believes that woman's a Christian. Rebuke and reprove. Go look at her channel and tell me if you think she's a Christian. Now she's trying to play the game, saying that she never claimed to be a Christian. We're all going to forget about what she said on GTV. I'm not. Because next time I do a specific video on her, you're going to all hear her make the claim. She's a liar too. Dragnut's a liar, but I don't think Dragnut cares. When you're morally depraved and you don't have a soul and you don't have any integrity and you're a failure in life, of course you're not going to care how if you're a liar in society and everything. Now Drag's going to say, well, G-Man, prove I'm a failure. I got the link right here. Ask for the link. I'll bring you in right now and show you how you're a liar. I got no problem with that whatsoever. And I can prove you're a failure. You're a black man that went to college and you ain't doing nothing that you're supposed to do as a black man. Well, I got a job. What you want a Snicker or something? I can run to the store and go get you a Snicker if you want. What about empowering your people? You ain't empowering them. You're putting them down. You're putting them down. I got a video when I was out there in the cold and I was thrown out in the street and you were laughing at me. That was a very short period of time, but I'm thinking in my head, this is going to be some beautiful information to use against these people later. Because I'm a long-term thinker. I'm not this short-term person. I think very long-term. A lot of people are thinking about now. I'm thinking about 2024. That's how you're supposed to be when you're in these kind of battles. And I intend on winning this war. I intend on exposing these people for what they are. And that's nothing but a bunch of con men and con women and frauds. The Geek Room, they ain't nothing but a bunch of frauds. They go in there, they lie all the time. Dragnut lies all the time. Miss Parker, she needs to call herself Miss Liar. That's what she needs to do. There's no need to go into all of that. I spent enough time talking about that liar. Then you got BGTV. You guys want to hear any lies? I think his name is Grampy Lobster. The guy who can't even walk straight. You know what I mean? All his tough talk. Fun brigade, as he calls it. Fun brigade. All I know is I want to do another meetup in New York City. I want to do another meetup. But only this time when we do a meetup, I'm going to tell people straight up, I'm not coming there being nice. I ain't coming there being polite. I ain't coming there being in my best behavior. When I come there, my camera is going to be on. I could care less if you don't want to be on camera. And I'm going to own every last one of you. Period. Because reality's coming. It ain't going to be this, G-man coming there being nice. Let me tell you, I got two sides to me. I got the side of me that strives to be like Christ, that wants to be the best possible Christian as I possibly can be. Then I got this other side of me. I got this other side of me that these knuckleheads ain't going to be able to predict. You know what I mean? So, and that's the part that they're going to meet next time. Ain't going to be no more Mr. Nice Guy with me. Everybody on YouTube who heard about the meetup told me the biggest mistake I made was I was being nice. I will not be nice this time. My camera will be on. I'll record every last one of you, and it will be live. So whatever's said and whatever's done will be caught on camera. So I am asking to be invited to your meetup if you do a New York meetup. And everybody can bring their tough talk and all that stuff with them then. You know what I mean? You can bring your lies saying I'm LGBT. Because like I said, once I show up in Sodom and Gomorrah over there in New York and I start saying the things I'm saying, you're the one who said I was those things. Remember that. Just remember that. I got a brand new megaphone more powerful than the other one I have. And I know how to use it. So you can expect the police and everybody else to be involved, and everybody will be paying attention to what's going on. It is going to be a big commotion. Ain't going to be no, well, let's go to the museum and chill and eat a burger and just be nice to each other. No, ain't going to be none of that this time. Ain't going to be none of that. You're going to see what I'm like when when I'm looking to expose people mode. You'll see. So with this video being made, why don't you guys go out there and make another video talking about how G-Man is LGBTQ, talk about his dreams, talk about his fantasies and all this other stuff as if you guys actually know me and whatnot. Go in there and say whatever it is that you want to say. Just remember, this is the 4th or the 5th time I have told you that none of that stuff is true. This is the 4th or 5th time I've told you that none of that is true, nor have any of you clarified your positions and told people that you're just joking. You have not done that. You have spoken as if these things are actually true. Remember that. All right. And for the hypocrites that are the reaction channels who are going to ignore this video, laugh at it, poke fun at it, and just make jokes about it, keep doing it. I want you to. I want you to get your laugh on. I want you to laugh your butt off. And everybody to get their laugh on talking about it. Everybody get their laugh on. Everybody get their laugh on. When we begin the Holy Spackle series and we start looking at scripture and we start taking a look at why Holy Spackle is not who she says she is from the Bible, and I start inviting pastors on here, and I start inviting people like Matt Slick on here, and we take a strong, hard look at her, and we start looking at this atheist community, I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. I'm not interested. And when you want to come in here and talk to them, that's too bad. I honestly don't care if you want to talk to them. I'm just going to prove the way you're supposed to do things and show with the Bible on why those kind of things are not acceptable. And when I sit here and I say this, friend or foe, that is not going to be tolerated around me. It's just not. It's not going to be tolerated. All right. So with that being said, I'll go to I'll finally start looking at these comments and let's see what people got to say. Now, remember, the majority of the people that are sub to this YouTube channel are supporters of the reaction people. I'm going to put their comments on the screen here, or some of them anyway. So don't expect anything positive. Don't expect anything smart to be said. Don't expect anything intelligent to be said. Expect a lot of stupid to come out of these people. So let's go into it here. Okay, so somebody's asking me, hold on a minute. Let me let everybody see this here real quick. Let's go to comments here. Somebody wants to know if I have clean nails. Like I said, if I don't answer certain questions, it's because I deem them to be stupid. Let me see something here. You mean people that don't matter, G-Man? Let me see. G-Man's in love with Jill. Let me see something here. Here's another one. And here's another one. Boo woo, boo woo. Let's see something here. No link, sir. Actually, let me make a quick announcement about links from now on. The only people that's allowed to come on this channel is by appointment only. If I'm gonna bring somebody on this YouTube channel like I do the G-Man channel, you're gonna have to contact me via the email or Skype. Request a link. We're gonna have to talk a little bit before you come on, and I'll bring you on to talk. But I am not bringing regular people on my channel no more. I've given you guys that privilege for years. I made this link available in my live chat. Nobody and people don't want to come in, so I'm not interested in bringing any old riffraff in here no more. Now you got to earn it. And when I monetize this YouTube channel, you're not even going to be able to leave a comment unless you're a sub. I don't know if I can do that now, but when that happens, only subscribers are going to be able to leave comments on this channel. And I'm 600 subs away from doing 570 subs away from doing that. So let's see something here. You're gonna try to climb a statue like a child, laughing my butt off. Like I said, nothing intelligent is being said here, guys. As like I said, you're like a superhero. So this is why I don't consider these people to be very smart, and why I don't engage them in any serious conversations. Tatted Jedi says, you won't get there. Don't worry. Now, Tatted, that can only mean two things. You're either saying that my channel is going to be flagged down by then, or you're saying that no one's going to sub to the YouTube channel, right? I'm pretty sure that's what you're saying, right, Tatted? Just confirm it for me. Then I'm either going to be flagged down by then, or you're saying that now, Tatted, let me ask you something, Tatted. Since I've already said that, what do you think I'm going to do if that happens? I just want you to think about that a minute. What do you think I'm going to do, Tatted? You think I'm going to sit back and I'm going to do nothing? That's probably what you're thinking. No, you're saying no one will sub. Nope. I think you just admitted that you're going to flag me down. I think that's what you said. I think that you are going to flag me down. That's what I think you're going to try to do. But like I said, when it happens this time, Tatted Jedi, there are going to be consequences that's going to come with it. When GTV went down, I kind of ate it. I'm not eating this one, buddy. I'm not eating this one. There's a reason why I'm doing and talking about the things that I'm talking about. Now, Tatted Jedi I could be wrong about that, because I don't want to put no false accusations on him, because it would destroy everything that I'm doing on this channel right now. That would be a mega no-no. Somebody with some intelligence will hear me talk about this and say, oh, G-Man, you lied about Tatted. You see your channel wasn't flagged down. You lied. So for the sake of that, let's look at the other thing that he's saying. He just said I peaked. Let me show everybody what he said here. Let me see something here. He says I hit my peak for the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. Tatted Jedi, I disagree with you. And the reason why is because I've never advertised this channel. I don't think you understand what that means. I have never advertised this YouTube channel. I have no. That's not true. I went on the non sequitur show and I talked about this channel. But for the most part, I've never, ever, really promoted this YouTube channel. When I promote this YouTube channel, my channel is going to grow. It's going to pass your behind overnight. But I'm not going to advertise it. You want to know why? Because if I advertise this channel, a lot of my new subs are going to learn about you guys. So I'm comfortable with the channel the way it is. No, my main channel's not dead. I don't upload anything on it. Go look at how often I upload on the YouTube channel, Tatty. See, Tatty, here's the thing I like about people like you as an atheist. You're more concerned about what's going on in my life than you are what's going on in yours. When are you going to take care of your responsibilities, sir? When are you going to take care of your responsibilities? When is Dry going to take care of his responsibilities? Miss Park going to take care of her responsibilities and worry about what's going on in her life? That's what I want to know. You can talk about me and worry about what's going on in my life all day long. Me and you both know who's more important here. If you spend all this time talking about me and worrying about what's going on in my life, I'm more important than everybody in your life, in your family. I'm more important than your precious computer. I'm more important than your wife. I'm more important than your kid. I'm more important than your boss. I'm more important than your job. I'm the most important thing in your life, dude. And it's just facts. It's just facts. It's just facts. How often do you see me in your live chat, Tatted Jedi? I want you to think about that a minute. I literally am used to poning you atheists for breakfast every single day. When do you see me in your live chat? When do you see me going in there worrying about how fast your channel is growing? You don't. You want to know why? Because I don't care. You're not all that important in my life, dude. I don't do it with Miss Parker. I compliment Miss Parker a little bit when I say that I think that she's a better entertainer than Drag is. And Burnt Toast is a little bit better, and it's obvious because you can see it in her channel growth that she's better than Drag. A lot of you are better than Drag, yet you guys continually worship him like he's all that in a bag of buffalo wings. Please, I pwn you guys. I pwn and own the atheist community on a regular basis. Don't play stupid now. Go find a video where atheists beat me in a debate in the last 7 or 8 years. Give me a break. And it never happened. You guys are intimidated of me. Y'all don't even like debating anymore. If you don't believe me, ask Beckel and Rebuke and Reprove. Go ask anybody in the Christian community. All you guys are intimidated by me. And they all know it. You are all intimidated by me. Because I'm a Christian that has a lot of confidence, and I'm not insecure like a lot of you are. You hear this right here? No one is scared of you dead. Like I said, Tatted, you're definitely high on the list of people that are afraid of me. You, Frank, and the whole geek room is afraid of me, dude. Remember the last time you actually tried to debate one of us, Tatted? You saw what happened when you came to Veckel's channel and attempted to debate. You got your behind handed to you. All right. So I want people to just take that into consideration. Forget the cockiness about who's beating who in these conversations. I want you to think about how they're going about interpreting the videos that they're listening to and why they actually care. Because when you start thinking, Tad, I want to talk about your challenge in a minute, dude. Make sure I keep that up there. When you start thinking about whether or not they could actually be lying to you, and you do your research, you'll understand what I'm talking about. They don't do no research. They just make stuff up as they go along. Now, Tad, you have this challenge. I think Drag told me that you want me to bench press your warm-up bench, right? There's a couple of things I want to talk to you about working out, Tatted, because you look like you know a little bit about this topic. All right. And don't get mad at me when I talk about this, dude. Okay. Do you know the difference between a runner and a person that's training for power? Please let me know in the live chat. Do you know the difference between a person training for a marathon and a person who's training for power? Please talk about it in the live chat. And by the way, Taddy, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself when you told me to take your challenge, okay? Because I got a little challenge for you. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to go, 250 pounds you want me to try to bench press and whatnot, right? I will do that provided that you bench is still needed, Dork. No, it is not. Not for people who are training for marathons, you moron. Okay? So this is what I want you to do. I will do the bench press when I see you get on a treadmill at 7 miles an hour for 1 hour. And I want it recorded and I want everybody to see it. I want the camera on the treadmill when you're actually doing it. 7 miles per hour for an hour. That's it. Let's see you do that. That's my warm up. So let's see you do it. All right. That's my warm up. All right. So let's see you do that. Now, mind you, I don't have a bodybuilder physique. I have an athletic physique. You are the one going around there saying, bench press 235 pounds. Go look up the difference between a runner's body and how they train as opposed to a power lifter. And then you'll understand why I'm talking to you like this. This is why I keep telling people the geek room is filled with idiots. Yeah, no, you do mine first since my channel isn't dead like yours. Let's talk about that for a minute, Tatted Jedi, because you're never going to come in this room. How you doing, Godless Girl? Let's talk about your idiotic statement that you made here, Tatted Jedi. He says, yeah, no, you do mine first since my channel isn't dead like yours. Okay. Here's the thing, Tatted Jedi. Who watches your YouTube channel? Let me help you out here. Trolls are watching your YouTube channel. Nobody who is considered respected in the community is watching your trash on your channel. Nobody, but you know who watches me on YouTube? All of the respected people that you wish was watching yours. Tell me something, Tatted. When is Dylan Huntley coming to your channel? Tatted, when are you going to get anybody respected in your own community who doesn't want to be caught dead on your YouTube channel gonna go on there? That has already been the mine. You make it sound like I haven't talked to nobody and I haven't done anything on here. That's right. So you got a whole bunch of trolls watching you. Your channel's dead. You ain't got nobody watching you, dude. There's nobody watching you on here. Trolls don't count. Trolls don't count. You're a troll and you're attracting trolls. Drag's a troll, he's attracting trolls. Matt Slick came on this YouTube channel. When he's going to yours? he wouldn't be caught dead on that trash, please. Beckel's been on my channel. When's Beckel going to yours? And that's what I want you to know, Tatted. You're watching me. I'm not watching you. When are you going to understand that, dude? You're watching me. I'm not watching you. I was watching Godless Girl. I just shouted her out. By the way, if you don't know yet, go subscribe to Godless Girl's channel. Godless Girl is an interesting one. Me and Godless Girl rarely debate or rarely get into it, but we do have our disagreements. But Godless Girl loves going after atheists who make stupid arguments for atheism. She really has a hatred towards atheists who make stupid arguments. Exactly, Godless Girl. Everybody in the community knows who I am, but hardly anybody knows who Tatted is. Yeah, he says my channel is dead. You know what I mean? So the bottom line is, at the end of the day, Tad, my channel is not dead, dude. When I talk, you listen. Lubis, when I talk, you listen. Everybody in the reaction community, when I talk, you listen. You want to know why? Because you come to watch me, and I'm not watching you. Now, if Steve McCray invites me to his YouTube channel, I'll go. If Godless Girl invites me to her channel, I'll go. There are several people on here that I will go to their YouTube platforms. But Tad, why won't I go to yours? Have you ever wondered that? Tad, you ever wondered why you can't get me on your platform? Let me help you out here, okay? I don't enjoy. Ann Kennedy says because I'm hilarious. Well, thank you, Ann Kennedy. Somebody says because I'm chicken. No, I don't go in there because I'm chicken. Let me put that comment up there. That's up there. The reason why I don't go to the geek room, because the geek room is a colossal waste of time to go in there. They don't believe in conversations. They believe in asking you 90 questions, give you 1 second to speak before asking you 90 more questions. I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. Go in the Drag's room. Drag wants to get personal. He can say all this stuff about you, your person. You say one thing about his life. Oh my God, G-Man, you're such a terrible person. I don't got time for that nonsense. I just don't. By the way, Paula G, if you're watching this, I'm still waiting for that invite so I can crush you on your own YouTube channel, dude. And we both know what happened, Paula G. You know, you claim you used to be a Christian. I would love to have a conversation with you, dude, because you got a lot of mistakes you make on your YouTube channel, dude. I already talked to your woman, Shannon Q. I would love to talk to you. And y'all's positive atheism. But anyway, guys, just remember the reaction people are nothing but a bunch of hypocrites on here. They are not to be taken seriously. They don't do a good job with interpreting the videos that they're looking at. If you don't even hear me coming on here saying, well, that what they said was true, then you got to know what they're saying is a bunch of lies. So, because I ain't got no problem responding to something or taking ownership for something that I said. I ain't got no problem with it. I'll do it aggressively and won't think twice about it. I stand by what I say. I'm not these fake these little girls on here calling themselves men on here like Tadit and these guys that can't stand by the things that they say and the things that happen on their YouTube channels. Like Drag ain't no real man. Drag was a real man. Drag would have stood up to Scientist Sam. Scientist Sam is his mama. Scientist Sam is his master, as we talked about before. Drag has a master. He wants to talk about how other people are my master. Okay, bet. I'm gonna use that same argument against you, Drag. Okay, and your master is Scientist Sam. Using your same logic. How you doing, Scientist Sam? What you need to do is have a meeting with your property, which would be Drag, and tell him to get his act together. That's what you need to do. Oh, let me see something here. So Godless Girl, shout out to you, Godless Girl, if you're still watching. If you do a show tomorrow night, I would like an invite if you go on there. And you're gonna talk to stupid atheists. I would like to come on there. I think that'd be a lot of fun. That is for sure. But I'm gonna be opening up these panels for pre-invited guests. I'm not gonna be making the link public no more. For two reasons. One, when I make them public, they don't take advantage of it. And then number two, I don't want people coming in here wasting my time. Okay, there's a guy by the name of Buddy from the outside chat that comes in here. He's a troll and a waste of my time. Some of the geek room comes in here sometimes. They're a waste of my time. I want to talk to people with a brain. No. On your channel, Godless Girl. If you want me to come to your YouTube channel tomorrow, around like 9 or 10 o'clock or 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll come on there. If you can get a panel on there or something like that. I can get some other people to come on there too if you want. If you got some people on there that want to talk about something, as opposed to these YouTube trolls on here. All right. Tadit says my time is worth nothing. Tadit knows nothing about time at all. Let me see something here. Well, Lubis, yes, I am saying that. You want to know why? Drag refuses to speak up about his friend and his joke. He refuses to say anything about it. You know, he wants to keep getting that money that he's getting from him. Drag had to know these arguments was coming back, was going to be thrown back in his face. He had to know that this day was coming. If you guys like this thumbnail, y'all gonna love my thumbnails moving forward and how I'm gonna be making my videos. Wait till you see this hilarious video I'm gonna upload tomorrow about dragon scientists saying, I love these new programs that I got. Oh God, man, the next 365 days on YouTube is gonna be a lot of fun. That's all I know. Because it's not gonna be about whether I respond to you guys. It's gonna be how I'm gonna respond to a lot of you. That's what's going to be so funny about it. Taddy says it's not going to be funny. Oh, yes, it's going to be very funny to me. I'm very funny. I'm very funny, Taddy. And if you stop drinking them, and you stop drinking all the honey and the sugar in your house and prevent yourself from getting diabetes, you would know this. Yeah. Anyway, with that being said, Godless Girl, if you don't do nothing tomorrow, I'll probably do a show. But I got to see if I can get Vaughn, because I keep missing Vaughn. Every time I want to do a show, I can't get the guy on. So I got to get Vaughn, get him to agree to stop looking at the live chat. And then I want to try to get Veckel. And then I want to try to get Brett Keane on here. I haven't had Brett on here in a while. I think that'd be fun too. So then I'll bring you on, Godless, and a couple of other people. So I'll bring them on the channel and we'll see. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Please question the reaction channels and their interpretation of videos. Again, they lie on purpose because they know that you audience members like that kind of thing. If you believe that I'm LGBTQ, you need to go check yourself in a psychiatric ward and go get professional help. Because that's how I look at you, as being a person that needs Ritalin. You know what I mean? And you need to go get your mind fixed. You really do. Because there's not enough evidence on here to convict me or something like that. It just isn't. So you guys take care and let's do the outro. I'm gonna make a better outro than this, guys, I promise. But later.